Welcome back to Car Craze. Today, we're diving into a car that holds a special place in the hearts of millions around the world, the Volkswagen Beetle. But this isn't the old bug your grandparents drove. This is the 2026 VW Beetle, completely reimagined for a new era. It's electric, it's smart, and it's more stylish than ever. Now, if you've been following Volkswagen's moves over the last few years, you'll know they've been leaning heavily into electrification. With the ID lineup gaining traction, think ID.4, ID, Buzz, and the upcoming ID.7, it was only a matter of time before they reached into their retro bag of tricks and pulled out one of the most iconic nameplates in automotive history. Let's start with the design. At first glance, the 2026 Beetle still carries that unmistakable DNA. It's round, friendly, and instantly recognizable. But look a little closer and you'll see the evolution. The new Beetle rides on VW's MEB platform, the same one used across their electric range. This has allowed designers to stretch out the proportions just enough to give it a more planted, modern stance. It's a bit wider, a bit lower, and a touch longer than the previous gas-powered Beetles. The end result: a sleeker, more mature silhouette that still manages to be playful. Up front, you'll notice the signature rounded headlights are now all LED and integrated into a smooth fascia with a light bar that connects both sides, something we're seeing more and more across VW's lineup. The grille is minimal, as you'd expect from an F, and the bumper features aerodynamic sculpting that's both functional and stylish. The VW logo up front is illuminated, giving it that futuristic edge without going overboard. Along the sides, the new Beetle keeps those curvy fenders but adds a character line that sweeps toward the rear in a very clean, contemporary way. Door handles are flush, and wheel options range from 18 to 21 inches, depending on the trim. Around back, the taillights mirror the front with full-width LED treatment, and the rear hatch is now more practical thanks to a slightly squarer shape and wider opening. Inside, things really take a leap forward. The 2026 Beetle isn't just a cute city car anime, it's a high-tech personal mobility device. The interior is minimalist but warm, blending soft-touch recycled materials with clever design. There's a large, curved digital display that merges the driver's cluster with the infotainment system, and it's powered by VW's latest infotainment software, finally a big step up from their older clunky interfaces. Voice commands are smarter, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are wireless by default, and over-the-air updates will keep everything fresh over time. The cabin also features ambient lighting with dozens of customizable colors, a wireless charging pad, and multiple USB-C ports to keep your gadgets powered up. Space has improved too. Thanks to the MEB platform's flat floor and more flexible layout, the new Beetle offers better rear legroom and cargo space than any previous generation. It's still a compact car, sure, but it's far more practical now for everyday life. Now let's talk performance. The 2026 VW Beetle is available in two main variants: a base rear-wheel drive version and a more powerful dual-motor all-wheel drive version. The base model makes around 201 horsepower and delivers a smooth, torquey driving experience, perfect for urban commuting and weekend getaways. The dual-motor version bumps power up to 295 horsepower and includes VW's XDS electronic differential system for sharper handling and better grip. 0 to 60 times come in at about 7 seconds for the base and just under 5 seconds for the dual-motor version, putting it right in the mix with other sporty Fs in its class. Range-wise, the new Beetle offers two battery options, a standard 58 kWh pack and an optional 77 kWh pack. With the larger battery, you're looking at an estimated range of up to 310 miles on a single charge, pretty solid for a compact F. Charging is quick, too, thanks to 175 kilowatts DC fast charging support. You can go from 10 to 80% in about 25 minutes when plugged into a fast charger. As for ride quality, Volkswagen has tuned the suspension to strike a nice balance between comfort and handling. The Beetle has always been a fun, friendly car to drive, and that charm definitely carries over in this new version. It corners with confidence, the steering is responsive, and with the low center of gravity from the battery placement, it stays planted in tight turns. Add in regenerative braking with adjustable levels, and you've got a car that feels very modern and intuitive behind the wheel. On the safety front, the 2026 Beetle comes with a full suite of advanced driver assistance features. You've got adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, traffic sign recognition, and even hands-free highway driving in top trims. VW calls it Travel Assist, and it uses a combination of radar, cameras, and LiDAR to handle long stretches of freeway with minimal driver input. There's also a 360-degree camera system, parking assist, and automatic emergency braking. In short, it's not just fun and functional, it's safe too. Now let's get into pricing and trim levels. VW is aiming to make the Beetle accessible again, so the base version will start around $32,000 before incentives, making it one of the more affordable Fs in its class. The dual-motor, all-wheel drive variant will come in closer to $40,000. Expect 3 main trim levels: Core, Style, and GTO, with plenty of customization options in terms of color, wheels, and interior finishes. And speaking of customization, Volkswagen knows that Beetle fans love to express themselves. That's why the 2026 Beetle will come in a wide palette of exterior colors, including retro-inspired pastels, bright hues, and even two-tone combinations. VW will also offer themed appearance packages that throw in retro touches like chrome trim, vintage wheels, and even flower vase-style dashboard inserts. It's a nice nod to the past while embracing the future. So, who is the 2026 VW Beetle really for? It's for the nostalgic buyer who grew up loving the bug but wants modern tech and performance. It's for the younger city dweller looking for something stylish, electric, and easy to live with. And it's for anyone who wants to stand out in a world of look-alike crossovers. The Beetle has always been more than just a car, it's a cultural icon. And this 2026 version brings that icon into the F era in a way that feels fresh, relevant, and undeniably fun. To wrap it all up, the 2026 VW Beetle is a perfect example of how to revive a legend the right way. It respects its roots without being stuck in the past. It's practical, smart, and engaging to drive. And most importantly, it puts a smile on your face here the same way it did over 80 years ago. If you've ever loved a Beetle or even just admired an ear, this might be the perfect time to rediscover why it became a legend in the first place. Thanks for watching Car Craze. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most exciting cars, past, present, and future.